Shalom, everybody, from the hills of Israel. Let me start off this conversation with a little bit of a shofar here, Lord. End of the Sabbath here in Israel. And the gist of this conversation is going to be about the Olam Haba, or the age to come, or or the time to come, or the messianic age, or in Christian terms it would be called the millennium. Excuse me. COPD. Do yourself a favor, don't smoke cigarettes. It damages your lungs, and then you end up with COPD, and you end up coughing and hacking all the time. But anyways, Baruch Hashem. I don't smoke. I don't smoke no more. So Todah Rabbah. Anyways, the Olam Haba and the age to come and idolatry. You know, I sit here in the hills of Israel, and I look over across the wadi, over across the ravine, or the there's a little small stream, annual stream called the Hadera River or Hadera Stream, or creek, or crick, or whatever you want to call it, that flows down below me here on the hill that I'm at here in Hermesh. And I look across the way, and I see a mosque over on the hill opposite where I'm at here. And periodically I can hear them calling forth in the wee hours of the morning, or in the afternoon, or actually 5 times a day they call the call for prayers, right? And of course, on the top of that mosque minaret, there is and on the dome of their mosque, all right, is the crescent moon, all right, and some have the crescent moon and the star. And of course, not in this area, but more down towards Jerusalem area, which is only about 60 miles as the crow flies from here. There's a lot of churches with the crosses on the churches and all that stuff all over Jerusalem, all right? And it's like I said, the gist of this conversation is about the Olam Haba and idolatry. Well, as I stand here and I look to the south and I say the Shema, or I say pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and or say my morning prayers and stuff, how shall I say it? I realize, according to the Torah and the Tanakh, that in the Olam Haba, there will be no idols in all of the land of Israel. Outside of Israel, I'm sure there will be some around here and there, right? But inside the land of Israel, there will be no idols, right? So in that sense, there will be no crescent moons, and there will be no crosses in all the land of Israel during Olam Haba, or during the age to come, right? And the Torah shall go forth from Jerusalem. Not Christianity, not Islam, not Hindu, not Buddhism, not Taoism, not any other religion, all right? But the only religion that will go forth, all right, will be Judaism, and that will be the Torah, and Israel will be the head of the nations, and all the nations will come to Israel, all right, to keep Torah. And so, to give you a little background, all right, let's go to uh, the Torah, all right? And if you turn your books to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 4, it says this, it says, turn not to idols, nor make yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God. That word Lord there is all capital letters, Lord, which is the Yod He Vav He. Some say Jehovah, some say Yahweh, some say Adonai, some say Hashem. You can do whatever you feel like you're going to do, all right? I try to say either Adonai or Hashem out of love and respect, okay? In Leviticus 26:1, it says, you shall make no idols nor graven image, neither raise you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land to bow down to it, for I am the Lord your God. And again, the word Lord there is in all capital letters, Lord, depicting the tetragrammaton of Yod He Vav He, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Leviticus 26:30, and I will destroy your high places and cut down your images and cast your carcasses on the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. So you can see here that, Hashem, he don't like these idols, all right? Okay? Deuteronomy 29:17, and you have seen their abominations and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them. And 1 Samuel 31:9, 1 Kings 15:12, 1 Kings 21:26, 2 Kings 17:12, 2 Kings 21:11, and I can go on and on and on and on about the Lord. He don't like idols, all right? In Leviticus 26:30, it says, and I will destroy your high places and cut down your images and cast your carcasses on the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. So to reiterate, all right, during the age to come, all right, in the Olam Haba, during the millennial reign of Moshiach ben David, there are going to be no idols in all the land of Israel, from the north to the south, from the east to the west. In all the land of Israel, there will be no crosses, there will be no crescent moons, there will be no Buddhas, there will be no Hindu gods, right? All of those things will be ground to dust and destroyed. Because the people of Israel, all right, like it says in, let's go to 2 Chronicles 34:7. And when he had broken down the altars and the groves and had beaten the graven images into powder and cut down all the idols throughout all the land of Israel, he returned to Jerusalem. Of course, this is speaking of the if you go to 2 Chronicles 34:1, it says this, it says, and Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 31 years. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and he walked in the ways of David his father, and declined neither to the right nor to the left. For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young, he began to seek after the God of David his father, and in the 12th year he began to purge Judah and Jerusalem from the high places and the groves and the carved, let me scroll down here a little bit, and the carved images and the molten images. In verse 34:4, and they broke down the altars of Baalim in his presence, and the images that were in the high, that were on high above them. He cut down the groves and the carved images and the molten images. He broke into pieces and made dust of them, and he strewn it on the graves of them that had sacrificed to them. Right? And he burnt the bones of the priests on the altars and cleansed Judah and Jerusalem. And he so did in the cities of Manasseh, Ephraim, Simon, even to Naphtali, with their mattocks round about. And when he had broken down the altars and the groves, and had beaten the graven images into powder, and cut down all the idols throughout all the land of Israel, he returned to Jerusalem. Now in the 18th year of his reign, when he had purged the land and the house, he sent Shaphan, the son of Azaliah, and Manasseh, the governor of the city, and Jonah, the son of Joaz, the recorder, to repair the house of the Lord his God. And so here we go with Josiah, all right? And put it this way, he cleaned up the mess, all right? He cleaned up the idolatry. And in the age to come, all right, during the reign of Moshiach ben David, believe me, there will be no idols in all the land of Israel. There will be no crosses, and there will be no crescent moons. So, shalom from Israel. Y'all have a good week, and Shavua Tov. And remember this, right? Sha'alu, Shalom, Yerushalayim, Lama'an Shemo. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem, for his name's sake. And remember also that this is the key, all right? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Ahad. Shalom.